This movie fucking sucks. Need this for this. Before I say anything, there's a fucking scene in this movie where these people have been turned from this pulse when they go on their cell phone, and then they're pretty much 28 days later. Or the Crazies, original or remake. They just go apeshit crazy. At night, a huge group of these turned phoners are on the ground sleeping in a football field. But there's noise coming out of their mouths. And it's music. And you know what the music is? I'm going to put it down in the info box. It's the troll music that goes, ah, yeah, 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 yeah. This is a horror movie, Stephen King movie. And apparently, from what I understand, that kind of happened in the novel, but I guess it was a different song. I don't give a fuck. It's a stupid idea. I would say it was Stephen King when he was coked up, but you know, when he was coked up, he was actually doing good shit, good stuff like Maximum Overdrive, which should beat the fuck out of this movie any day. Stephen King wants to talk shit about Maximum Overdrive, which I think is a great, fun movie. Bazookas, Emilio Estevez, Green Goblin Truck, and AC/DC. And Adios, motherfucker. And then this, which he helped write, with some other fucking jagoff. I don't give a fucking football field with these motherfuckers sleeping and a troll song. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, yeah. That's in the fucking movie. And then John Cusack and Sam Jackson, which are drinking, and of course they're fucking drinking bourbon or whiskey or some type of alcohol. That's probably they're drinking it because, man, I can't get through this fucking movie making without drinking. It's like I can't get through this watching the movie being fucking drunk. But unfortunately I was fucking sober. And so they're drinking and they're running these guys over with this over-the-top of running over these sleeping pulsers, piss pots, pussies, and they put gasoline on them. So Stacy Teach, which for some reason he's in this movie, shoots a flaming arrow into the pile of football field laying, yeah, 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 come out of their mouth piss ants, and this horrible CGI fire occurs. It's straight out of the fucking Asylum film, and that's a scene in this goddamn movie. I shit you not. And if you're wondering, well, Matt, why did you see this film? The other day, which, you know what, I may upload this review first, and then this one. I don't know which one I'll upload first, review-wise. I'm kind of doing this chronological thing, kind of. And I watched this again from 2007. Still a good movie. Good old-fashioned movie. Maybe I'll upload this first just to get the good and the bad. But this still holds up. It's a good old-fashioned ghost story. Really enjoy this film. Enjoyed it when I saw it in 2007. Enjoy it when I saw it the other day. And I'm like, okay, there's another movie based on a Stephen King story that also has John Cusack and Samuel Jackson. And it's a film called Cell. Should we call fucking Seaman? Okay. Apparently, Eli Roth was originally going to direct this. Things didn't pan out. Which is funny, because the reason he gave is, you know what, I couldn't work with the Weinsteins. I'm so friendly with them. But I just want to direct original stories that I wrote. And then, this was like back in 2006 or 2009 or something. No, it was like 2009, 2010, somewhere around there. And I'm thinking, well, that's funny. You want to direct your own original scripts? Then what the fuck are you directing the Death Wish remake for? Which is a remake, so it's not original. And someone else wrote it called David Ayer. I think it was him. I can't remember if it was him, another guy. No, who gives a fuck? Now, I don't think it's... Joe Carnahan. I think it was him, Joe Carnahan. One of those two. Either way, Eli Roth... You know what? This is so bad. I don't know if Eli Roth would have made a better movie or not. He might have. And I don't like Eli Roth. And If you wonder what that noise was, if you heard a noise, it wasn't me farting, where it should be. It's me pressing to this bed, squirming. But you know what? It should be a fucking fart, because this fucking film sounds like a fart. And it's directed by a fart named Tod Williams. Oh, the guy who did Paranormal Futivity 2. Yeah, that's such a great fucking director to get. A movie where half the fucking time you're looking at a goddamn pool cleaner. Yeah, get that guy to direct a fucking Stephen King story. Tod Williams. And it's produced by John Cusack. John Cusack, apparently he was a producer and he starred in it. This is, you know what? You shouldn't be talking shit about films like Con Air and Better Off Dead and One Crazy Summer when you're doing shit movies like this. Seriously. And who knows, maybe John Cusack and Sam Jackson are like, hey, the last film we were together, the Stephen King movie, was a hit. It was a good movie. Let's do it again. I never read the book. Stephen King has a hand on the screenplay with some other jagoff guy, and I knew this was going to be bad in the first minute. And you're like, well, man, how do you say the first minute? Because the opening credits of this film is literally this. And I shit you not. They have this, the title, but it's a big black space over it. If you don't believe me, that's what it looks like. And it's not just one credit. Oh no. Here's another one. When John Cusack's name pops up. Look at this. Look how it takes up half the fucking screen. Every time a name pops up in the opening credits, you have this gigantic black bar on there. Are you fucking shitting me, man? If you can't even do opening credits right, you can't even do opening credits right. And that's why in the first minute, I'm like, Jesus Christ. Name another movie that has done that, where you have the credits, and then it'd be like if I put credits in this review, and all of a sudden I said, hey guys, I'm talking about 1408, really good movie starring John Cusack, and then I put my credit here of Rambo Ride for Life. Yeah, I mean, it's a great movie. It's a good old-fashioned ghost story starring, and then that goes away. And then, say, sponsored by YouTube. And so I'm talking, and it's like, yeah, you know, I really like that it takes place in one room, and then the credit comes here. And yeah, it's really great. And then it pops back. And people are like, what the fuck are you doing that for? Like, this director is so incompetent that he couldn't even help. Credits, how hard is it? How fucking hard is it? I could fucking go on Windows Movie Maker and make fucking credits. If you were willing to pay me and be like, Matt, I just want you to put credits, and this is a thing that people are going to buy. People are going to buy your product. They're going to watch your movie. I think I could at least put fucking credits that's not covering half the fucking screen. Or this here, like, if it was like this big, and then there's a name. And I'm like, people are like, it's not that big of a deal. If you can't even do your credits right, and you have these big black bars, come on, man. And the plot of the film, it's 28 Days Later, but with cell phones. Again, I haven't read the books. I can't say how, from what I understand, it's not that fucking faithful. In fact, the ending, I read what the ending was, and apparently the ending was kind of ambiguous, but a little bit more positive. And this ending is fucking shitty. Shitty. I mean, John Cusack, he's trying to contact his wife and kid. He's a works on graphic novels, on artists. He used to work in graphic design. He's in an airport. This airport opening, there are many times in this film I wonder if this was a parody, if this was a comedy, because what happens a lot, for example, so many people, I know a lot of people are on their cell phones, but in this, so many people are on their cell phones, it almost looks like a parody. It's like if you're watching an airplane movie and all of a sudden everyone is on their cell phones. I'm like, come on, man. I mean, again, maybe because I'm in Iowa, but I know a lot of people are on their cell phones, but the cell phone usage got insane to the point of parody. But his phone goes dead, he goes on a payphone, and then boom, people on their cell phones start going crazy. And the general gist of the idea, I don't mind. Because I do know there are quite a bit of people who are on their cell phones. So what if they're on their cell phones, all of a sudden they go crazy and insane, try to kill you? I don't mind that initial idea. I don't. Cusack hits someone in the head. This guy with his pants down to his ankles just beats the shit out of this girl. And I'm like, I don't know if I should laugh or what. Lloyd Kaufman, for some reason, is in some random cameo. Looks like he has a fucking Hawaiian shirt or something on. I'm like, why the fuck is Lloyd Kaufman in this? I should have known it sucked, because Lloyd Kaufman's in it, and his movies fucking suck. So, and throughout the film, it seems like maybe it's just me, but sometimes the sound design seems off and weird. I can't quite place it. Sometimes the editing is weird, and it almost seems like sometimes it either meanders or just cuts away. And like at some points it's snowing, then at some points it's not snowing, then some points they're on the road, then now next they're on the grass. I should be fucking smoking grass while watching the fucking film. Maybe I'd enjoy it more. And we're still in the airplane scene. Cusack almost gets stabbed. You have one guy biting into a dog. This asylum level CGI airplane collides with something else, and then slams to the airport. Getting the effects straight out of a fucking asylum film. Pretty fucking bad. He goes down to the subway, beats up with a couple people in the subway, including Sam Jackson, and he's like, hey, it's going to flood here, we better go. Others stupidly decide to stay. I'm like, this guy would know. He's the fucking subway driver, but they don't believe him. So the only guy that goes with him is this guy named DJ Liquid, who is my boo. Call me DJ Liquid, out. And then they introduce his character, and literally 40 to 50 seconds later, he gets hit in the chest with an axe. So John Cusack and Sam Jackson, they get to Cusack's place. This girl comes in who has just killed her mom. They try to figure out what to do. They go outside. The phoners, as they're called in the movie, yeah, phoners. Again, if some of this shit's in the book, then you know what? That's an example where you can change shit from the book so that it doesn't look as fucking laughable. And these phoners, at times they'll twitch. They'll be like, this is literally what they do in one scene when these three are hiding outside and they see some of these twitchers. Might as well call them twitchers because they just go, I want you to do some dab, and do some more dab, and do some more dab. Dab your own balls in your mouth. People wonder why this is a nothing movie, man. Why do you get so pissed off at shitty movies? Why do you get so passionate about it? It's because it's such a waste of money that there are so many other better scripts that never got made. Better movies that maybe could have been made. Even fucking fan films. I remember one time there was this Raphael fan film that sounded fucking fantastic. Did it get made? No, because it got no money. Granted, they did some shitty advertising too. They could have advertised it more. But I'm like, man, the money for this piece of shit was some of the shit I'm describing and will describe could have been put into that. Could have been put into all the movies that have never been made. All the scripts that are good or solid or a lot more decent than this that have never been made and never gotten the money for it. But then this bullshit gets made. And I see that waste of money because I love movies. And I want movies to continue. And I want as many good movies as possible. But when I see bullshit like this and waste of fucking money and waste of time, it pisses me off. It just does. That's why I get so big in my rants. Because I look at that. I never really went into that before. But again, of all the rants I've done, if you wonder why I get so mad at that, that's why. I look at the waste of money and waste of talent. Because John Cusack and Samuel Jackson, I think are good actors. It just, like Sam Jackson, he's in a bit too many movies. And it's like, okay, calm down a bit. It's like, oh, I'm in Star Wars, I'm in Avengers, I'm in Tarzan, I'm in King Kong, I'm going to be in the Blob remake. Calm down, Sam. But I still like him in movies. The Hitman's Bodyguard, I'll see that sometime. It looks fun. A lot better than this. Or, give him something really good to work with. Or something very different. But I liked it. And John Cusack I've always enjoyed. Yeah, I think they both did a good job in this. But this, like John Cusack, he's there just doing whatever. Sam Jackson, he's kind of doesn't have much to do but hang around. It's really what. I mean, they don't really have much good dialogue to say and much great moments to really showcase their acting. And I'm like, if this was the script, I don't know why they did it other than, hey, we didn't get to work much in this except one or two scenes together. Here we're in it together throughout the film. That's another thing that pissed me off because these two, they're together for most of the film and you made this piece of shit movie that wasted that. So, going on, they see these people on a motorcycle and they pass them and the people on the motorcycle get fucked up. At one point they go in this house, they get some firearms, they get chased, they stop, the three of them shoot these things, they hide, and then they hide under this boat, and these phoners, I guess I call them because that's what they'll call a movie, they do this, they go, literally they look at the sun and just go, I swear to God that's what happens. I swear. Finger in the pie hole. That's what happens. And so they leave. There's some discussion. Oh, it must be a hive mind. At the end, the editing, sometimes it seems like the film doesn't know where the fuck it wants to go. The three come across Stacy Keach, who's the headmaster of the school, and then there's a kid there, a boy. That's where you get the football scene where all the phoners are laid down sleeping with the fucking troll music. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Coming out of their fucking mouths. And then Sam Jackson and John Cusack must have had the booze they had while making the film to get through filming it. They're drinking it and they're running people over who are still sleeping. And they don't wake up because of, they explain, but I'm not, fuck it. And put gasoline, Stacy Keach shoots it, horrible CG fire, the flame goes to the truck, blows up, Stacy Keach gets killed by debris. So literally Stacy Keach is in this for 5 minutes at most. What was the point of having a good actor like that in a nothing role like this? What was the point? And then they start doing this crap. Again, maybe this was in the book, but it didn't need to be in the movie because it didn't really lead to anywhere. It didn't really mean anything at the end of the day. Where John Cusack has this nightmare where a guy is in a red hoodie and the nightmare is weird because it looks like he's getting a blowjob from John Cusack's wife. And then he wakes up. Then other people had dreams of the red hoodie. Right, not the part with his wife giving the blowjob, but trying to kill them. And like this guy in the red hoodie is someone that John Cusack drew before as a graphic artist, as a graphic novel guy. I'm like, what is the point of all this? And John, when I drew him, he was the prophecy of doom. I'm like, what is this, the fucking Dark Half now? Are you trying to rip off the Dark Half, Stephen King? Trying to rip off your own work? I'll just watch the Dark Half, which is a much better fucking movie. Right, that wasn't really a character. That was his pseudonym that became alive. But like, what the fuck is the point of all this? What's the point? Because it doesn't really lead anything because all it does, they walk Sam, Cusack, the girl, and the boy, four of them walk into a bar. Sounds like a shitty joke ready to happen, but there's another woman there, there's an Irishman, there's a guy with a voice box. They bullshit around in the bar. Cusack gives the most character development he has, where he was a graphic designer, he hated his job, he quit, he moved, he regrets doing that. He wants to find his wife and kid, especially his kid. There you go. And then in the middle of the night, the older woman there goes by a door. She gets turned. They get attacked. This director, Paranormal Activity 2, doesn't know how to shoot action. It's fucking handheld shit. Horrible direction in this. And now they can turn people not just by cell phones, but can literally go by someone's ear and scream in it, and then they get turned. But here's the thing. If you don't do that, don't make the sound design of one streaming into the other actually make your ears bleed. I'm not even going to attempt at the sound effect. But this is part of the reason why I said the sound effects are off and weird and shitty. Because this scene, literally, it hurt my ears listening to it. It's that horrible of a sound. I imagine nails on a chalkboard and then doing fucking... And that would sound better. I'm not even exaggerating. I'm not. And Sam Jackson, Cusack killed most of them. The younger woman that was with him most of the time saved Sam Jackson, but then she gets hit in the head with a bat. They try to help her. She dies of her injuries. So now it's Sam, Cusack, and the boy. And again, sometimes they're walking in snow. Then the next scene, they're not in snow. It's fucking hilarious that my camera stopped working right when I'm talking about bad editing. Or wonky editing. Must be fate. Call it luck. Call it karma. But like I was saying, there's a scene where sometimes the snow, that's snowing, then it's not snowing, and the scene where the three of them were walking down and it's snowing, it's like a long shot with them walking towards camera, and you hear like them dialogue or what just happened, even though they've probably been walking for hours, and doesn't look like the characters' mouths are moving. They go to this, they find this couple, this guy and this girl, and the girl had like this phoner who they have him covered as, I guess, sort of their alarm system. If others are nearby, he'll do something. But then John Cusack hears the voice of his kid, and he stupidly lifts up the hood, even after Sam Jackson says, "No, that's not your son, stop it." So he lifts it up, and then boom, Sam Jackson shoots him. Not Cusack, but shoots the phoner. They go in the guy and the girl's ice cream truck, and then the guy in the ice cream truck stops, and he's talking about how he hasn't slept in a while, and how the red hoodie man's getting in his head, and how, you know, it's not me, it's you, and gives him this phone and says, when you dial, they'll blow up the truck, and there's a lot of C4 in the truck, an ice cream truck, and when the time comes, you'll know what to do. And he blows himself up, and I'm like, was all this really necessary? And did the guy really necessarily have to blow himself up? Not really. Cusack gets home, he's tapped by the red hoodie man, but then kills it, and it's really his wife, so now he's seen things, or whatever the fuck. Then Cusack's like, hey, I got a message from my kid saying he's over here, I need to go there, you guys take this car and go. And even Sam Jackson goes, you go in there, you're not coming back. But Cusack goes, I have to see if my son's still there, if my son's alright. So Sam Jackson, the girl that was with that guy, and the boy, they go off. Cusack drives off. A lot of times when there's night scenes, it looks like a shitty digital version of Day for Night. You know, back in the day, you have Sean and Shitty Sean video that, oh, it's supposed to be night, but they really shot in the day, and they tweaked the shading, they tweaked the camera lens or whatever. It looks like this, but in a shitty digital version. I'm like, if you can't shoot at fucking night, don't shoot it. And he gets there, and there's this like huge CGI cauldron of phoners going around this phone tower. and like hits the red hoodie man and shoots him. And I'm like, of course he's not dead because you tried killing him before. Then looking for his son, and I'm going to describe what happens next because this is. Oh, and before this is where when Cusack goes to find his son, that's where it cuts to scary music, and one of the things it cuts to is ducks in a pond. I guess maybe Donald Duck, and fucking Donald Duck's going to kill people. I don't know. So, get into this ending, which is one of the worst endings I've seen in a while. Cusack is looking for his kid, finds his kid, hugs his kid. The kid's doing the thing. Cusack hits the phone. Everybody blows up in CGI fire fashion. Then cuts to Cusack and his boy walking in the woods, and Cusack telling his boy, hey, we don't meet my friends. Then it cuts to this goofy song, and all the phoners still around the phone tower, and Cusack is now one of the phoners, doing this stupid bobble of his head, as if in his mind is, I'm blue, da-ba-dee da-ba-da, da-ba-dee da-ba-da, da-ba-dee da-ba-da. I'm blue, da-ba-dee da-ba-da, da-ba-dee da. So, apparently, as this is what I can understand, when he hugged his son, and the son was doing the in reality, he got turned. And he saw one of the phoners, and in his head, he blew everything up, and now he's with his son in the woods. But in reality, he got turned, because you see the ice cream truck there, so it didn't get blown up, and yeah, there's your nice twist ending that Stephen King wrote for this movie. Because if you look it up, even in the trivia, it says that, well, people didn't like the ending to the book. And if I understand, this is the ending of the book. The lead guy blows everything up, blows the leader up. I could be wrong, I haven't read the book, but this is from what I understand. So, a lot of the phoners are done, and then the lead guy finds his son, but his son is kind of in between. He's not fully turned, he's not fully human, he's just sort of in between, and then the lead person doesn't know what to do, but he's like, well, maybe if he gets zapped again, maybe he'll turn one way or another. It's a 50-50 chance. So he puts the phone to the kid, hits it, cuts away, and then it's up to you whether his kid's going to turn or not. But it's still a more upbeat ending where the lead guy actually did what he was supposed to do, and the lead guy's alive, and all this stuff happening. And just that last bit is the ambiguous part. I'm like, that's an ambiguity I could deal with. But apparently Stephen King says, a lot of people didn't like that ending, so I wrote this ending. I'm like, well, this ending fucking sucks ass. In fact, even people who liked the film, the very few, they said the ending fucking sucks ass. It's a piece of shit ending. God-awful, shitty twist ending. And downbeat as well. So, I know it's a long-ass rant, but fuck it. What do we have here? We have John Cusack not given anything to do. Sam Jackson being really just hanging around, wasted these two guys' talents. You got a director who doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. I don't know why the fuck you would get the guy who did Paranormal Activity 2. What the fuck else has this guy done? Oh, The Adventures of Sebastian Cole from 1998. Fucking film no one's ever heard of. The Door in the Floor in 2004. Some film with Jeff Bridges and Kim Basinger. Never heard of. Then Paranormal Activity 2 in 2010, and this is the last film he did. Should be the last film he ever does. Be like, oh, well, that's being mean. No, No, what's mean is the wasting my fucking time watching this fucking movie. If you have a director that can't even do the opening credits where big fucking black blocks are covering most of your fucking screens, or like you're trying to enter the scene, then most of it's being blocked because your fucking credits with these big black bars. If you do a fucking scene with a guy with pants around his ankles beating the shit out of someone, and you don't think that's unintentionally funny or goofy, if you're doing a fucking scene in a football field where people are just laying down and literally da, 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 and you're not thinking like, if this was a comedy or a horror comedy, maybe that would work. But this is supposed to be a horror film, and it's never scary, it's never suspenseful. You have the shitty twist ending. You have god-awful CGI effects, whether it be the fire in the football field, the airplane colliding with and going down the airport, or the ending where these long shots of all these phoners around this phone tower, and this night scene. Yeah, just like this is fucking night. If I took the fucking camera and tuned it down, boom, night. And that will look better than what the fuck I saw. Dialogue, name one good piece of dialogue and you win a prize. It was a boring version of stuff you just see in 28 Days Later, 28 Weeks Later, The Crazies, the remake of The Crazies, all four better than this movie. I mention those because they're not really zombies. They're more like those. I'm like, you know what? There's been many better versions of that. And if you're a real big fan of the book, I'm sure you'd be pissed off with this because I guarantee you this film is not... And I'm the type of guy that loves a lot of Stephen King films. I love Cujo, Christine, Stanley Kubrick's The Shining. I mean, Cujo, you had Dee Wallace, and Christine, directed by John Carpenter, The Dead Zone, Cat's Eye. I fucking love Maximum Overdrive. Hell, I have a Blu-ray that I bought overseas of Stephen King's Graveyard Shift, because that's how much I love that movie from 1990. Hell, I like Pet Sematary. I really enjoy Misery. I love The Shawshank Redemption. There's a lot of Stephen King movies I enjoy. I enjoy this movie. But this is in that shitty realm of fucking Dreamcatcher, fucking Storm in the Century, fucking... To be honest, I haven't seen a lot of those Children of the Corn sequels, but the Children of the Corn remake, which, sad to say, I would still say that's worse than this movie. Because at least John Cusack, Sam Jackson, they're given nothing to do. But even their nothing to do is better than anything in the Children of the Corn remake from like 2009, whatever the fuck that was. But, Jesus, man. Hell, sometimes they come back and even some of those sequels are a hell lot better than this. Fuck, man. The Mangler. I'm one of those guys that actually like The Mangler. The sequels suck. It's sad to say. I probably say those two sequels are still worse than this. So I can't even say this is the worst Stephen King film I've seen. Because I've seen The Mangler 2 and The Mangler Reborn and the Children of the Corn remake. But just because, and that's only because John Cusack and Samuel Jackson are in it. It's not even like they're doing great. It's just, hey, at least they're in it. So I guess if you want faint praise, that's all you can get out of me. The music, I don't remember the fucking music. The ending is god-awful. It's just characters going from A to B to C to D to E. The action scenes, not much to run home about. Fucking handheld shit. Gore. Maybe that axe to the chest. Some after effects, like when the, you know, in the beginning, Cusack hits someone in the head and they're on the ground, you see blood splatter on the back of the person's head and like little stuff like that, but nothing that else I can remember. Like these little things like when the guy was eating the dog and you see like a wide shot. But it's nothing too graphic, like throats being ripped out or fucking, you know, heads cut off or anything of that nature. Like it's rated R, but yeah. If you're going, I'm just saying, if you're going in for gore, you're not getting much of that either. They sell... Maybe this is an idea that could have worked, but it has. And 28 days later, 28 weeks later, The Crazies, the original and the remake. I mean, you've seen this done better. I'm sure you guys can name other movies. But Cell is god-awful. It's a piece of shit. It fucking sucks ass. And... fuck's sake, man. I'm done. I'm done. But yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. What the fuck? If this was a comedy, it would work. But I can't even laugh at least The Happening. That's another one, The Happening. I can laugh at The Happening. I honestly would say The Happening is better than this movie. And that's a fucking movie where the fucking trees were giving off shit to make people go suicidal and crazy. And at least The Happening is a shitty movie. I can laugh at The Happening. I can't laugh at this. There are a few times I'm like, what the fuck? But like The Happening at least is it's a fun comedy. That's supposed to be. But yeah, I can laugh at The Happening. So yeah, I would say The Happening is better than this movie. And both films fucking suck. So, thanks for watching. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.